We are going to be looking at my top 5 player battles going into 2019 for the Detroit Lions. Probably asking yourself, what the heck is a player battle? And it's not position battles. We've done position battles before where I talk about, okay, these guys are going to be competing for the third cornerback or something like that. That's not what this is. Player battles, one player versus another. Who is the better player on the Detroit Lions? That's the question you have to ask ourselves. And now, some of these are kind of hard. I try to keep most rookies out of here because we don't know a lot about them. Okay, now if you guys have any other player battles after I get through this list that you think should be on here, let me know them in the comments below. Also, if you guys want me to do like more of a breakdown on these, like this player versus this player, who's better, look at stats and numbers and stuff like that, and you guys can vote on them, kind of like we do with Zack and Theo Riddick. I thought that was super cool. We could definitely do those in the future, so let me know which battle you guys want me to look at, but also let me hear your battles in the comments below. But let's get this list started. And these are in no particular order, but coming in at number 5, we have Marvin Jones Jr. versus Kenny Golladay. This is a big one, man. Marvin Jones Jr. versus Kenny Golladay. Who is the better player? Now, if you look into the future, it's obviously going to be Kenny Golladay. He's way younger. He just has more upside. But if you're talking about just 2019, who will be the better player? And I think most people would bet on Kenny Golladay, but I think this is a fair one for discussion. You could definitely talk about this one. And again, let me hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below on all of these battles. Next up, Rick Wagner versus Taylor Decker. This is kind of a hard one here. They are both tackles. Again, Taylor Decker's younger, but if you're talking about just going into 2019, who will be the better tackle? Who do you guys think the better tackle will be? That's a big question because Rick Wagner is proven. Taylor Decker, maybe not as much, but again, in the future, he's going to be a way better player just because he's younger. Next up, we have Zack versus Theo Riddick, and this is the one I was talking about. We already did one of this. I decided to throw this back in the list because I thought this was a super interesting one. I think this might be the most competitive one, to be honest with you guys. Theo Riddick versus Zack is so competitive because they do their own things so well, and I think there's a great debate to have here. Now, a lot of people want to go with Zack. I understand why. I would definitely pick the side of Theo Riddick, but I mean, it's all personal preference, so I'd like to hear your thoughts and comments below on that one. Next up, we have Shawn Melvin versus Tabor, and I basically put this in because they're kind of fighting for that number 2 cornerback position, but the reason it's kind of hard to do this one is because Tabor has not proven himself at all. So if you're going to look at past stats, you're not going to do so well trying to make a debate for Tabor, but if you want to take into consideration that he's young, then you definitely could. Now, if you guys want to wait till the end of the 2019 season, you would definitely be able to be sure about this. Okay, who was the better player? But these are kind of like predictions, right? Because now you're predicting, okay, this player is going to be better than this player going into 2019, and then after 2019, were you right? And that's really the big question here. So it'd be hard to bet on Tabor because he hasn't shown you anything yet, but at the same time, if you have high hopes, then you could definitely do so. And finally, at our last spot, we have TJ Hockenson versus Jesse James. And again, this is just for 2019. I thought this one was kind of hard because he was already a rookie, like we don't know anything about him, but he is our first round pick, so we have to have some high hopes for him. So I think this is a fair comparison. Jesse James is 6'7" monster that we brought in through free agency at the tight end position. Great young tight end, and also TJ Hockenson. And again, at the end of the season, we will know who had a better year. So I think that's one that's fair for debate. Again, this is 2019, so you're kind of making predictions now to see who you think is going to be better for 2019. Then after the season, you can take a look back and say, okay, this player was better. Now, we can do breakdowns on this and kind of like prediction videos and looking at what they've done in the past to make predictions. I can give you my side. You guys can give me your take in the comments below, and I think those will be super fun. So if you guys want to see me do those with some of these player battles, now we've already done Zack versus Theo Riddick, so I'm going to stay away from that one, but we could do all the other ones. I think that'd be super fun. So just let me know in the comments below if that's what you guys want to see, but make sure you let me know your thoughts down below here, and also give me some other player battles that you would throw in here because it's hard to come up with a lot of player battles that are really fair. So thank you, Pat, for watching, and I'm out.